Hello and welcome to Beyond the Stars, where we explore hidden architecture and consciousness, the forgotten wisdom of ancient lineage, and the inner light that guides every one of us home. Tonight, we're going to step into the field of the emerald fire, Atlantean memory, and angelic healing frequencies, as we welcome a guest who is multidimensional, has a multidimensional lineage that spans some of the most profound architects of Earth and spiritual history. Our guest today is Philip Barrow. He carries the emerald ray as a child of crystalline consciousness, with soul imprints that reach back to the Hermes of Atlantis, the Merlin or current Merlin, and the angelic healing traditions of Archangel Raphael. His life bridges worlds, Irish mystic ancestry, Roman gypsy seers, religious teachings, and tarot card readings. This is a lifetime shaped by both the sacred and the supernatural. Philip is a natural gifted healer and a remover of attachments, energetic interference. He is a shaman practitioner, crystal worker, and a man whose astral travel during healing sessions connects with him with many, many realms and many things that he witnesses in his meditations. So tonight, with Philip, we're going to explore lineage, healing, magic, the unseen forces that shape our lives, with a man who's walked through many worlds to be here. So I'd like to welcome Philip Barrow. Hi, Philip. Thanks for coming.
That was great. I really loved that. Do you want to do it again?
I'll do it again. So it makes it sound really important, right?
Thank you for that.
brother,
That was
brother from
beautiful.
another mother, as I call him.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Well, I wanted people to really know the depth of who you are, that
Yeah.
today is something that's going to be very profound and deep and is going to be spoken by someone who really knows this stuff and has been at this for eons, basically. I'd hate to think how old you are. I'm sure you're extremely old, like myself, been here for way too long, correct? Time for
You're looking
holiday.
at you're looking at billions, I suppose.
Billions,
Not
exactly.
here, not here. I couldn't be here.
I know, I know. No, we're not that old on the earth, but in general. So
I'd look for, is it, which sword is it? I'd look for the sword to commit suicide.
slice it down the middle and get it over with, you reckon?
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
tempt everybody. All right, my darling. So if you'd like to just introduce yourself and begin by telling us who you are. And most of my guests go into the beginning stages of maybe their childhood, when they realized who they were and they were first awake. But you can pretty much go wherever you want to. The floor is yours. So thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Uh, what I'll do is I'll go Wyomir, which is a bit
Okay.
different than most people. Most people awaken while here, where I came
Mm-hmm.
in awake. So,
Right.
and it had to be a lot of soul agreements on one of my aspects. But I'll go further than that. I'll go why I signed up for this job. I signed up because
That'll be great.
one of my aspects was, I think it was on Moloch, but I'm not, or Mork. It was a land or planet. Some people think planet, some people think land, and it
Mm-hmm.
got destroyed by the parasitic race that runs Earth. And it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter what you say, there is a parasitic race that's run Earth for about
That's
30,000
right.
years at least, maybe 300,000. I don't know time.
Yep.
And they come from outside the universe. In fact, the Draconians were dumped here from light beings from another universe. I don't know if you knew
Yeah.
that.
Yes, I did just recently, only in the last week to tell the truth. I
You
found out
do?
the other day. Yes.
There you go.
Asked some questions and I found out some
So,
info. Yeah.
So it reminds me of when you got some rubbish in your garden and you just throw it next
Yep.
door's garden.
You pretty much
So
just dump it over the neighbours. Yeah, it was a bit like that. So
they did,
they themselves were trapped, so but not that
yeah,
we want them here, but still, yeah.
yeah, they didn't want to kill them, so they dumped them
Mm,
here,
yes.
and they got connected to the other race, all the other parasitic races, and this is what I'm here to call them parasitic, and they are parasitic because
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
feed off positiveness and they
Yeah.
love negative, and they turn positive energy into negative energy because of the way they control us through dreams and through other things. But I'm digressing. I'll go back to the beginning.
Yep.
So I had a family on there. They were blue beings. There was a wife and a child,
Yep.
and they were lay. I remote viewed this actually since they waited, and the parasitic race completely destroyed the planet. Now these beings had connections with mind and psychic, So
Mhm.
as soon as the disconnect happened, as soon as they died, basically, you got disconnected. Uh, some of us then charged Orion because
Mhm.
they'd already taken over Orion by then,
Right.
and we all died. And it was a trauma to my oversoul.
Yeah, it would
So
be
I
huge.
knew about the ascended master in me knew about this, and the Emerald Order was asking for volunteers to come to Earth for the battle,
Mhm.
the main battle of light and
Battle of all
dark.
battles. Yeah.
And so you're not supposed to have payback, but I did have that bit. So we ended
Quite.
up going. We ended up having a meeting in like a crystal cave on the planet where magic was created.
Right.
Yeah. So there's a planet or lands where magic was created. We all
Mhm.
got there. Millions of ascended masters got there, and
Mhm.
these beings from the Emerald Order came in. They were going down the stairs. They were gold beings with white light shining out off them, and they had
Wow.
the emerald, like an emerald crystal, or it's a bit like a light, but it was an emerald
Yep.
flame, and we had to
Yep.
add our chi energy into it to
Right.
sign up for this
That was the imprint. Mhm.
agreement. This was the
Yep.
agreement. It's funny, there was some really well-known like demigods that people knew who was there who agreed,
Wow.
and I remember everyone then wanted to sign up, and I'm thinking they've got ego, haven't they? They're only
Yeah.
doing it because they've got
I know, but do you know the impact of that sign up? Like, do you know really what
yeah,
you're signing up for? Like,
yeah.
seriously. Anyway.
It's like people don't know. Even Jesus is in a physical here.
Yep.
In I'm not even going to tell you. I was going to slip up then.
No, no,
Don't
no, don't
don't.
don't encourage that one. Just leave that where it lies. Thank you.
He's quite
Yep.
he's a young version anyway. So
Mhm.
he's in K he's a backup plan, I think.
I
If
think right.
we fail, I think he's the
Yep.
backup plan.
Yep.
So I shouldn't even say that, but I've said it
That's
now.
right. Done one up.
It's out. It's gone.
Out of the box.
I, I've got
I
to
knew he
count
was
to
gonna I
10.
knew he was gonna go off track. He's gonna go off script, you watch, for sure.
So the agreement was this time that we are in now is the most important time in the universe's history because obviously Earth used to be the golden, the best planet in the universe, the best place. It was the art chakra of the universe, and the parasitic race runs it. So this is so important. It was like heaven here. It was really like heaven. Now it's
Yeah,
like
you
hell.
said that.
It's like we've
Yeah.
turned it into
It
like an
is
hell.
messy. Pretty
Yeah.
messy.
So we had a time. I had to be born somehow. I don't know why I agreed this. 2nd of November 65, which is 222 at dusk, which is 1712, which is 11, which is 2 again.
Mhm.
It's all the
Yeah,
twos.
right.
It's to do with harmony,
Yep.
balance, harmony, balance, and healing as well, because obviously 2 is the healing
Yeah.
number.
Yeah.
So I was coming in. Now the arrangement was that the spirit, the soul, sorry, that was inside the baby was an aspect of mine
Okay.
that had already was preparing me to come in. This has got
Yep.
on many levels why it was. Number one, obviously, you get a memory wipeout when you come to Earth.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't have the memory wipeout,
Okay.
but he did, and that's why
Yep.
he was preparing. He'd already done a soul agreement with me. Everything was agreed, and the other thing is, no cords attached to the soul that's coming in after the birth, because all the codes, all these contracts are done whilst the baby's in the stomach or pre. But I was like, yeah, I was coming in secretly. It was like a secret mission sort of thing, which is probably against universal law, but we weren't bothered about all that. Anyway, we're sovereign beings when we're here. We've chosen to do
we
that.
are sovereign. Correct.
So the baby was the soul was making the getting prepared for me. Now the problem is, my mum had the German pill, the thalidomide pill, and it caused a lot of havoc. It was actually banned the year before she had it, but no communication in 64, 65, was there?
None.
So the baby was being born. I was coming in on my dragon. I was looking, and the soul had left. I died for 3.5 minutes, and then I came in, and my brain was a bit wobbly.
Bit meshy.
My parents was told that I had brain damage, or
Okay.
I suspected brain damage.
Yeah.
But my sister, who was when Merlin's twin is her aspect. So
Okay.
she's been deliberately put as a support team for me, and she
Right.
could translate the light language I spoke as my first language at 3. So I used to speak light language at 3, and
Yep.
she translated the words to my mum and dad. Because my mum
Wow.
and dad thought that was part of the brain damage, obviously.
Yeah, probably thought you were just gibbering. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
if
Yeah.
you're doing that, yeah. So they
Yep.
thought, but my sister translated, which was quite handy. And
Wow.
then at 4, I was healing my fish had died for 2 days. It was in a jam jar. I got hold of it, put it in my hands, gave it the kiss of life, which I think I saw on telly, and then my hands glowed red,
Wow.
literally
Yep.
like a light bulb in, came back to life. I thought that was normal. I thought everyone could do that, to be honest. That's what you
Yeah,
think.
and kids are like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they think
no one
it's
says you
real.
can't. I can't. I know.
No, that's right.
I was normal to me. It's never
Yeah.
happened since. It would have been
Yep.
nice.
Okay.
And the agreement here is to make sure we awaken as many beings here as we can. The
Absolutely.
more beings that are awake and awaken, because there's a soul trap here, because
Mhm.
there's beings that have been stuck here for
Mhm.
eons. And
Yeah.
an idea, now you might think, how many resets? There was I've been trying to plug this and no one's been listening.
Mhm.
1859, the worst solar storm, the Carrington event, was, and it wasn't a solar storm. It was a reset, and they were using
Right.
similar things as they did it why,
Yep.
and
Yep.
they did it around the world, and they deleted a lot of the populations in the towns. They then you got the Cabbage Patch Babies, and then they populated the cities with them because they were
Yep.
trying to get rid of the old ways, the old beings. It's like dragons were here 300 years ago. I've even got
Yeah.
a video picture of an old picture, and there's a dragon on it,
Yep.
and no one's
True.
seen it. And I
You
think
should
I've
have shown
shown
me
you
one
that.
today.
I
No, you
could
haven't.
do.
I don't think you've shown me that. Nah.
I forget these things.
Could have sent
I
it to
might be able to do it at the end if we got if we
Okay.
got 3 or 4 hours. I might be able to do it. So this picture, by the way, is
Yep.
from the 1800s, and they used to whiten the sky, but they didn't whiten all of it because they missed the dragon, and no one's
Right.
seen it. And this
Oh,
isn't AI or anything. This is a picture that was visible for everyone, and no one saw it. And then I saw 2. It was 2 on the same picture, and I was thinking,
oh,
no one's
yeah.
seen that. No one's seen
Yeah,
it.
no one noticed. Yeah.
I know. I'll see if I can dig that out in a minute.
Yeah, please do.
So the agreement is to awaken as many people as possible. Healing was a bit of an hobby. My job
Yep.
is anybody affecting humanity, I can delete basically. Now, when you delete a being, if it's a demon or if it's an alien, the best way for them not to be reborn is to send the conscious to source. Now, recently, in the last 12 months, funny enough, I've been actually working with Kalimar, the Hindu god of the demon
Yeah, I
killer.
don't know much about that. Yep.
She was brought into this world by sorcerers to kill a demon who couldn't get. Every time you cut the demon, its blood grew another demon.
Yeah. Well, the DNA still alive.
Yeah, she swallowed all the blood, so she could, and then kill the demon, and then her breath, if she sucks anything in, can go to source because she's a mother god basically. She's a mother god.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
but she's got 6 arms and she's got good swords with her 6 arms.
Okay. So every arm is a different weapon, is it, or something like that?
No, I've seen her with 6 swords.
Oh, okay. 6 swords. Girl don't muck around. Yeah. That's really cool.
I wouldn't want to entertain something like that anyway. I'm glad she's on our team.
I don't think we'd trust you with 6, would we? Isn't bad enough having 1. That's big enough. The boy would be cutting universes everywhere.
Exactly. So over the years, I've been merging with aspects of mine, like Merlin. I've even got. Have you ever heard of the Bristone of Summit? and it was supposed to be a portal mill. It was a fictional story. I found the
Okay.
stone. I've
You
actually
go.
got a video on my YouTube, on my Facebook, and the stone's there. I had to
Wow.
climb. I had to basically climb fences to do it because the public's not allowed it. But I found it.
Yeah.
So,
So it was
with
in your country. It was in not far from you or
yeah,
something.
it's
Okay.
it's at Alderley Edge, and it says
Wow.
the book says it's at Alderley,
Okay.
and I found it, and it's to do with King Arthur and all that. But
Yep.
when you stand on the stone, you see
Yep.
aliens. You go to other places, which is quite
Yeah.
fascinating.
I had a dream
Uh,
about that a while ago. I'll tell you one day. Or an out of body dream type thing. Or I was on the stone. Yeah, but that's another
yeah,
thing.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
fascinating to do that. Fascinating to do it.
Yeah.
So then I
It's such
started
a world.
merging with aspects. The angelics, the Raphael stuff. I knew I was an angel because his heel has seen wings out of me. We've seen silver trails come from me,
Yeah.
and it took me a while. And then the only one I didn't think it was Raphael, and then I connected with Gabriel,
Yeah.
who called me a clown, but he says I always have been. I
Yeah.
understand that part,
They are funny.
and yeah, Raphael, he has a sword in his arch. I've got a sword in my heart chakra, and in
Yep.
Astra, if I'm fighting, the sword grows out of my hand, and it can
Wow.
be, and it's a bit like it's not really like a sword. It's a bit like a sword and like a Star Wars
It's a
saber.
light device. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
a light
it can.
device.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it can shoot light, and it can do all sorts of things.
That's
It's
right.
fascinating
Yeah.
to see it grow out.
It is fascinating. I got a visit from Michael and Gabriel. I haven't had anything to do with Raphael, but
Yeah,
the first for me was Michael, and I actually saw what you're talking about actually come. I'm sitting here in the bedroom at the moment for air conditioning, and I saw he delivered exactly that. It looked like a light sword that it came through and
it's
stuck
like a
straight in the
lightsaber.
center
It's
of
like
me.
a light.
Yes, it had like I thought it was a device at first because I went, that doesn't look like the pictures in history, and then so he brung it through and stuck it straight in the center of me, just anchored it
Yeah.
straight in and left. I'm like, well, he could have said hello. Like he's he's not much fun. Gabriel's nicer, but more fun. But Michael's a bit serious. So yeah, he just
He's
does
a
his job. He goes.
he's a planner. He's literally a planner. He doesn't have to fight. He plans the event,
Yeah,
and
yeah, true.
it works out right because what he does. He saved my life a few times, so he does fight, I suppose.
Is he? Yeah,
In this life,
yeah.
So I started merging with these aspects. Hermes he's like god of magic. He was on
Right.
Atlantis. He's not the Hermes from Greece. He's not the same
Okay.
one. Yeah,
Right.
the Emerald Tablets. It's complex. It's complex because the Emerald Tablets are basically linked as well, but that
Okay.
Hermes
Yeah.
is not linked to that, so it's so complex. I'll have to
Yeah.
work
Right.
that out. Actually, I've never thought
Yeah.
about
Figure out what
thinking
the
about it.
connection is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
the
one of
Emerald
them
Tablet. The
is
Emerald
one of them a
Tablets.
scribe? Could Hermes be the scribe of some of that information? That's what I'm feeling. Is it the
Well,
scribe
the
energy or
Emerald
something?
Tablets is a portal.
Okay.
It's a portal.
Yeah.
It's like that
Right.
stone, and
Yep.
I don't think they understand that.
Right.
Yeah, when Hermes was Atlantis, he had to escape Atlantis because the parasitic race had they employed mercenaries, and
Mhm.
the mercenaries had opened our protection. We had like a shield,
Yep.
and they'd opened it, and we had to destroy the crystal cave, which is the crystal knowledge of more than the Akashic records, absolutely. And
Yep.
if the parasitic race got that, the whole universe is gone, basically.
Yeah.
So we had to
Yep.
destroy that, which was very difficult. And we portaled to Egypt,
Mhm.
and we used the pyramids. We put the crystal gold on it. The crystal gold is different to the gold here, which is now Robson's, to try
Mhm.
and communicate to other places that we had. We didn't just have
Yep.
the one. We had more
Yep.
places.
Yep.
So he did come here. Sorry, so I just said he didn't, but he did. He went to. So I'm not sure, but I've never talked about the connection with the Greek one. I'll have to, and the Emerald Tablets. I'm
You've been
only human,
researching.
so I
Yeah.
can't, and I've got brain damage, so I
Yeah.
can't
You
bring
don't need so
everything in.
much. Yeah, exactly.
I
Exactly.
can't
But it'd
bring
be
my
interesting to
brain's
trace.
full as it is.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to trace that though. But there'd be an
Yeah,
importance there for your connection.
it's
Yeah.
something I've never thought about, but yeah, true.
Yeah, you should do that.
So I merged with these beings. I was also let's see. one of my aspects was the Saint Germain. I wasn't
Yep.
very good with him because I thought he was religious. I'm not religious, but he's not.
Yeah. Fair enough.
He's a sorcerer pretending to
Right.
be religious, and
Okay.
he created this violet flame. God didn't give it. He actually created it from sorcery.
Mhm. Yeah.
So that's something new. Also Moses. God, it's a long list. It's like ego trip. This. The best one. The best. Also a rainbow dragon, which told me
Yep.
how we were created. That's another
Right.
story.
Yep.
And a crystal being. Now, I was doing an event with David Starr and Lauren to do grid work, and I met
Mhm.
my crystal being that was
Right.
flying. She was like blue diamond. She was laughing her head off, and she said,
Yep.
"Humans are stupid at doing grid work." She said, "All
Yeah.
humans are stupid." She said, "I'll do it," and she
There's a
like
lot of
pulled.
things.
Yeah,
Yep.
she pulled the grid and shot a light, and all of a sudden it was like wow, it's amazing to watch.
Yep.
So she's the one who helps me to transmute any negativity in people's blood, if you understand what I
Right.
mean there. I won't
Yep.
go on
Yep.
further.
No.
And she's the one who helps me to read the Akashic records, because when you go into the Akashic records, which is in the 11th chakra,
Mhm.
you go into the person's 11th chakra. It's like a room, and it's connected to their Akashic records.
Mhm.
And you have like a table. Everyone's different.
One
Have a
has a
table with a
table.
book, and
Yep.
then all these symbols come out, frequency and
Mhm.
symbols come out, and they go into my crystal aspect, and she
Yep.
translates for me, because I could
Okay.
translate it, but it'd take me a week. We've
Yeah.
only got 20
We've only
seconds.
got a minute. Yep.
So-
Exactly. Cool.
and by that, I then know the blueprint of the person. I
Mhm.
sometimes look at their contracts and I cancel them.
Yep. Yep.
Now, I used to get in trouble when I cancelled them, but then I argued the fact that I'm a sovereign being and I choose to do that.
That's
And if the person has told me to do it, that they've had enough of their contract,
correct.
yeah, if they've learnt enough, they
Yep.
now want to cancel it. Now, whatever they agreed before they went here is overridden by the being here, because we are sovereign beings.
That's
So
right.
that's
And
how
their
I,
sovereignty. Well, their sovereignty is given permission. So the soul is
yeah,
in command of all of things, no matter what it is. When you
yeah,
understand that and you don't muck with it, but in truth, yeah, that's exactly
yeah.
right. We are full
So
command beings. Yeah.
I now alter the records, and I just give them a little message, and it's a few swear words.
Is
So,
that you put
and
some
then
swear words in?
and then I sign it.
Like fuck you. I don't know.
That's exactly what I do.
I'm sure that's what you do. Knowing you,
Yeah.
it's true, Barrow.
Yeah,
Don't stick to
yeah.
rules. That's pretty cool.
So they
Yeah.
used to complain, but now I've found out that I can get away with that because of all the rules here, which
Yeah.
I'm using for my alteration of the Akashic record contracts, which is quite
Well,
good.
those rules are only here.
I know.
The rules are only here. You know what I mean? Won't go any further than that, but they're only here. But
Yeah.
there's not so. So
So it's,
when okay, let's go back to when you came in and
mm,
you're the soul that was holding that space for you, or the vessel, and then
mm.
you came in. You must have come in obviously after birth, maybe. When was the time that you truly anchored in, though? Because it
I
wouldn't be
came
the
in. I came in whilst the baby was dead. So I
oh,
came
okay.
in
So
death.
you had a
Now,
time
what
state.
was something strange happened this year? I was on a Bufo ceremony,
Mm-hmm.
and the person who's running it was very psychic, very thing, and she said, "Did your mum lose a baby?" And I said, "Yeah, but why?" She said, you got a soul imprinted on you."
Oh,
And I said, "Ah." I said, "I know who that is. That's the
right.
aspect of me.
Yeah.
That's an aspect of me because I'm a walking." And she
Yep.
said, "Oh, you were born in November and you're shaman." And I was thinking, how how do you?
Yeah.
All shamans born in November, and is all walk-ins born in November, and all shamans. I don't know how she got that, but
Yeah. Right.
she could see the initial soul. So I've now done healing on him basically, and
Mhm.
you know
Right.
helped him because he is an aspect of me,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
he's
For
helped me
sure.
come in here. But it's strange how he stayed here. He actually stayed. He wanted to see what was happening, I suppose.
Probably just
But
a learning curve experience for him or something. Help
yeah,
him grow, you know what I mean?
well,
Yeah.
it might be a popcorn moment. Let's be at the front seat.
Probably. Most of our moments here are popcorn moments. Like we only came just to watch there's Amir calls it the dumpster fire. See how long it might burn for. No, I'm kidding. So,
Hmm.
cool. Okay, well go
So
on from there. Yep.
so I've only found that out this year that
Okay.
the soul who helped me achieve what I have got, I've done,
Mhm.
is
Yep.
was with me anyway. And
Oh,
a bit sad that I didn't notice that, but sometimes you don't, something can be
well, it's not
right,
necessary.
right, something can be right in your nose and you don't see it. You see
Yeah,
everything else.
you
So
do. Well, you're busy doing so much, so sometimes it's not necessary to see
yeah,
that straight away. It depends on
hmm
what the purpose behind it is and things like that.
yeah.
So can you go deeper into maybe the Emerald Order, the Merlin part of it, and things like that? Because you'd be assisting and coming from the Avalon energy as well, wouldn't you? Like all that jazz. You come through there, like
Hmm.
you would have that gateway. Can you explain to people a little bit more about what all that is? Because not everyone that's going to come here today is going to understand what we're talking about. So sometimes you've got to just elaborate and simplify on a bit more
You
about what
said a lot there. The Emerald Order did
you're.
a convent to Source that
Yep.
they would rescue the souls that are trapped here. We're in a soul trap.
Mhm.
There's been a lot of resets, a lot of mud floods, a lot of frequency weapons here, and they did
Yep.
they did an agreement with Source to
Mhm.
rescue. And it's one of them. You do an agreement, and you're thinking, "Oh God, what have I done?
Pretty much.
How
Everyone's
are we going to do? How are we going to do this?" And
yeah.
the Emerald Order are like beings that are higher than the Celestials. They're the nearest
Mhm.
ones to
The
Source
flame.
themselves. Apart from obviously the Divine 12.
Mhm.
The Divine 12 is the 12 beings that came from conscious that started creation basically.
Pretty
That's
much.
another
Yeah.
story.
That is
We,
another
we
story.
we we came here. We were like leaves on Source. We are prime
Mhm.
creators. We were leaves on Source, and we came
Yep.
into this universe. That's how my Rainbow Dragon said.
Yep.
Now, the Merlin bit, I don't actually talk to Merlin that often.
Okay.
He's a very bit wacky.
Is he? What do you mean by
but
wacky?
but but uh, he's very over the top, if you get what I
Is
mean.
he? Okay.
Now he's got the Oversoul's got 12 sections.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yep.
am on one section, the same section as Merlin, same section as Hermes, the same section
Yep.
as all have got the magic spark. The magic
Yep.
spark came from the magic planet by some
Mhm.
dragon aspects neon years ago. So we all
Mhm.
that. What I'm saying is he's very eccentric. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not easy to talk to him. But it's like
Yep.
when we were looking for staff. Now I have made a staff now. He wanted the one with woodworming, and I didn't want to. So
Okay. So he's
it was
particular
rotten.
on his
Yeah,
eccentricity. Yeah.
he thinks he's right, and that's partly what I do as well. So
Yeah.
be quite a
Okay.
conflict. It's like my
Yep.
older daughter actually.
Is it?
So
Mhm. Mm.
yeah, I have the same problem.
Yep.
So uh, Merlin has always been with me. Merlin was the first aspect that connected to me as a child. Merlin is one where I did the magic spark, and I
Mhm.
destroyed a building. I created a tornado inside it, and
Yep.
while we were in it, and it nearly came down on us.
Oh
Uh,
shit.
so
Mm.
it's very, very powerful. This magic spark. He's
Mhm.
the one who was there at the beginning. So he's a bit like, to me, he was a bit like a very controlling dad
Oh, okay.
at
Yep.
the beginning,
Yep.
but his way's right, and that's it. Uh,
Okay.
but I loved him anyway. He is me at the end of the day. He's my oversoul.
Mhm.
He's part all the aspects is us. It's just this is just part of what we are.
That's right.
Uh, let's see, what else did he do? That was Doman. I was just thinking that I also had a protector called Doman, which was a shape-shifting dragon. If I said break someone's leg when I was 5, he'd break his leg, and he'd have a
Mm.
so. I was quite
So,
evil as a
so you're a
child.
bit of a little shit. Yeah, I was going to say that. I was going to go into that also. That's the Barrow DNA. They can be a bit like that. They can be a bit pig-headed and a bit strong and a bit.
Yeah, I can see how Merlin had a problem with me because I know he got put away a few times.
Oh, okay.
And like he had to. I could have cracked the world. That's the only problem with having the power like that. And you're a
Yeah,
kid. You've got to have Merlin was there to stop me,
for sure.
stop me making mistakes, basically, to
Yeah,
try and
yeah, fair enough.
control it. What else did he do? Just kind of trying to think. Oh, that's it. I used to look in the mirror and I used to turn. I don't know if it was Merlin or Hermes, but I used to look dead old. This is when I was
Yeah.
6. I used to
Wow.
look like 500 years old with a beard.
Oh,
If I
jeez.
stared in the mirror. And one day I was staring at my sister, and she said, "Ah," and I said, "What?" And she's told me recently exactly. She just said I look 500 years old with a beard. I also had an eye ear,
Yeah.
a real eye ear. So.
Mm.
That sounds like Hermes, to be honest. So it
Okay.
sounds like I
Is
turned
he
into Hermes.
thin-faced? Because one of those
What?
thin faces. Is he got a thin face with a pointy beard? Got somebody with a
Yeah,
very.
it's a thinner face with a beard here. Yeah, definitely.
I just saw him. Yeah.
So yeah, you had to be careful staring at me. I used to, as a child, stare at people, and I used to imagine going into their soul and twisting it. And
Oh,
when I did that, they went white and they walk away.
okay.
That's the evil side of me.
Yeah. You sound a little bit like
Uh,
your husband. He's been a bit like
yeah,
yourself. It's just too
you've
strong with
got
power. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
strong.
you've
Yeah.
got to be like that because later on in life you're fighting demons. You can't have any fear at
No,
all, which I
no,
haven't. I've got no
no,
fear at all.
no.
So that part where, fair enough, as a youngster,
Mhm.
the light has given me a bit of leeway on that. And one thing I've got to say this: I'm not fully light.
Oh,
I'm
no, no.
assigned by the light. I'm assigned by him,
There's a
and
difference. Mm,
yeah,
yeah.
and like there was when I went to the when I started doing healing at Woodley, the woman
Mhm.
there, it was a chance medium where aliens used to come into her and she used to speak to
Oh,
them,
wow. Yeah.
and it was quite amazing. But she said to me that
Mm.
I had the whitest soul that she'd ever seen. But she
Wow.
said, What are the black bits?" And
Which
I
one? You
said,
probably talk about, yeah.
"Well, I said that's camouflage."
Well done. Yeah.
So I can go in lower realms and look like they think I'm one of them, which is
Mm.
great. It's quite handy to have that.
It is
So yeah,
good safety mechanism. So,
yeah.
hey,
So
Freddie.
have I said everything? I haven't really. I don't know
I
about
think,
the Avalon energies. It's one of them. I've never thought about it. If you understand what I mean, I use it. I've never
yeah,
thought about it.
never
So
really
I'd
got
have to.
into it.
I've never asked the question.
Would be worth asking just out of curiosity to see where that takes you. Because there might be a
Mm,
lot of things there that you haven't even considered. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Where and
yeah.
what that is. So yeah, that'd be very interesting actually.
Mm.
So is there anything you'd like to? Because you said you'd like to talk about some things today that you haven't spoken of before. Can you remember what
Uh,
they are? What they would be that you'd like to
do you know tonight? Tonight was one of the best healings I've ever had, and I mean that
true?
on a hands-on.
Wow.
The
Yep.
person that actually I've known her for many years. She was actually massage healing, which she doesn't normally
Wow.
do. But as she was
Yeah.
doing it, she saw us. I think I was a younger brother in Victorian era in London.
Yep.
While she was looking at that, I was actually seeing trees dancing and
Wow.
uprooted dancing together. And then
Yep.
later on, I think we were connected in a romantic way on Lemuria because I was
Right.
in a temple
Yep.
and I was getting healing there. And
Right.
but
Okay.
she said there was all light codes coming into me, light
Yep.
codes, all sorts. She said she's never seen that many light codes. Loads were
Wow.
coming into me. So I do know there is. There might be something happening in the next few days.
Yeah.
So it might be to do with that. So
Well, I
yeah,
saw a big
on a
in-breath happening again yesterday, so there's more work coming. There's more of the
yeah.
clarion call. for sure. So
Yeah.
they said there's a big event this morning, and I said, okay, I haven't had time to look, so I don't even know what it
Yeah.
is yet.
I've
Yeah.
always said that on the 27th of November, and that's
Yeah,
tomorrow.
that's tomorrow. It
So,
is too. That'll be
yeah,
interesting.
nothing will
Yeah.
happen. Nothing. Timeline's changed. That's my
I don't know.
excuse.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of Earth stuff coming through. A lot of Earth
Re
moments.
recently, there's been a few things that have been happening that have been really, really crazy, and this is probably the craziest one I've ever had.
Yep.
And it was on a Saturday, 3:30. I started having bellyache, yeah,
Mhm.
and I started having humming in my head and whistling in my ears, and
Okay.
it was growing every hour. It was getting worse and worse, and at about 7 o'clock, so it'd been going for about 3.5 hours. I thought
Oh,
I thought it was to do with 5G. That's my personal view. It wasn't,
okay.
but I had a
Yep.
feeling it might have been. So I thought I've got
Okay.
to take it down spiritually. So what I
Yep.
did, I brought in all my aspects.
Mhm.
I brought Raphael, Hermes. I brought about half a dozen. And
Yep.
as soon as I brought the Hermes one, I brought the rest.
Mhm.
Hermes was last. I actually collapsed and
Jesus.
collapsed on this. I'm
Oh,
sitting on the
passed out.
settee. I passed
Thinking.
out on the settee. As I passed out, I ended up on another land,
Okay.
another planet. You could say planet, another land. And I was looking out, and I was facing an army, and they were the parasitic race that invaded here.
Wow.
I looked
Okay.
at myself. What I was about 15 feet tall. I had
Yep.
like armor on, all spikes, and I was
Yep.
thinking that's handy if I'm fighting.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was getting shot at with like lasers, and
Mhm.
I was thinking, what the heck has happened here?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
Very
definitely
much.
not a dream because you could see everything, you could smell it. It smelled awful. It was a
Yeah. Yeah.
battleground,
Body.
and
Definitely
it
out
was
of body.
like a million people were charging me, and then I
Wow.
realised that when I bring these aspects in, someone had brought me into them. One of my aspects in my oversoul had brought me with all the aspects I'd brought into them to help them fight this army.
Holy shit.
And
That's a lot of work.
trying to work that out and I was thinking, if
Mm.
I've got all these aspects, what are my powers? I've got 6, 7 of. I've got like
Yeah, exactly.
a magic god. I've got Erling. I've got all these. I've got Violet Saint Germain. I've got all this power on me, and I was thinking, and I got. That's it. I tried to shoot with this weapon that they had, and it was like a stick. It wasn't brilliant. At the main king or the main leader, who was about 20
Mm.
feet tall, and he just laughed and then shot me with this laser, and he got me in the shoulder, and I felt the
Yep.
pain. And
Yep.
then all of a sudden, Hermes in a way took over the shell body. And what he
Mhm.
did, he got his hands and he smashed on the ground. And as he
Right.
smashed on the ground, lightning came out of the arms and
Holy
it
cow.
rippled, and
Yep.
all the field that was in front turned to mud.
Mhm.
And all
Wow.
these beings just started sinking into mud, a bit like the X-Men, that part.
Yep.
All
Yep.
the X-Men. The leader,
Wow.
though, was still alive, and basically we took his head off. We ran at him, took his head off, and we
Yep.
must have killed millions. Millions went down at the time. Now
Exactly.
I started wanting to go back. I'd had
Yeah.
enough.
What else?
So
Yeah.
so I look at, the war's finished. We've won.
Mhm.
I came back on the settee and I looked at my phone, and my phone was invisible, and I was thinking, I'm not all here, am I?
Oh shit.
And
You wanna go back?
next minute I was back there again. I'm thinking, So,
Oh, you went back in again. Got pulled in again.
and this time I was in a building, celebrational building, and they wanted
Mhm.
to make my aspect, which was all me, kingship. And I had to
Oh, okay.
consummate the kingship with a
Oh,
female.
yeah. Yep.
And this was a blue being, but I'd seen a blue
Mhm.
being. Now I thought, what's going to happen here? This is going to be crazy. But what they did, they
Mhm.
got like, they don't make love like we do. They do it
Mhm.
energetically with
That's right.
helmets. Like,
Yep.
I was looking forward to the other part, but
You
it
know,
never
like, yeah,
happened.
not strange at all, are you? Like, no.
so Yeah, sorry, love. I was having an affair on another planet, so it's allowed.
Okay.
So they put this helmet on, and I consummated it using the energy, and I was made
Hmm.
kingship, and I was thinking, I need to go back now. So later on, I went in the room, and they had like a telephone there, but it wasn't telephone. It was like a square box with the hieroglyphics on. And
Yeah.
as soon as I pressed the hieroglyphics, I was back here, and I was thinking, "Thank God I'm back."
Yeah.
All the pain had gone, all the headaches gone, all the umming, all everything had gone. I was shattered, and it was half
Very
past
good.
10. It was half past
Yep.
10 in the evening,
Wow.
and I ended up having a 3 hour kip.
Yeah, you would have.
I needed to sleep, and that everything there was real. That was
Oh,
totally real.
me, I've been
That
out of body. I know what when you're out of your body, everything is more real than here.
no,
Like,
I've been out of my body, but I've never been like
oh,
that.
not quite
That's a
like that.
crazy.
Yeah, that's
It
it.
was crazy. It was totally
Did you know where
crazy.
you went to? Did you have an idea where that was? Didn't
Don't know.
figure out where it was, anything like that? Wow. Okay. Be interesting.
It's obviously another Parasite Race wants to conquer everyone, so it's
Yeah.
obviously another one that they wanted to conquer. Now, I have been told that the person who, the main one there, was the main one who took this world up.
Oh,
So
okay.
the parasitic race are actually not as powerful as they were because millions just
Righto.
got wiped out. So,
You're right.
so
Okay.
that was good. It was a good
Yeah,
event.
wow. Interesting. No, you don't have to convince me about the reality of being out.
Uh,
I know it for sure, for a fact, what it feels like, how incredibly real it truly is. Like, it is.
yeah. I don't mind going
Mm.
out of the body, but not fighting someone's war. Come on. So-
Well, you
but I
might get
tell
a
you
gold
what,
star on the next time you go around.
no, me aspect will.
Yeah.
Me
Well,
aspect king now.
no, you can ask for one as well. I always say to them,
Yeah.
I don't care what my aspects get, I want one as well. I want one here while I'm
Yeah,
here.
I'll just get some spiritual dollars, like David says. I'll just get more.
Yeah,
But
okay. Spiritual.
what was amazing was watching the spikes. I was uniformed with spikes in
Wow,
all the uniform, and it worked it
amazing.
out. What a great way of killing your opponent. If someone runs at you, you just give them a bear
Ripping it.
hug.
Yeah. Squish. Holy cow. That's Did you have any
Yeah.
other weapons, you reckon, or just the suit itself, or yeah, it
I
must.
shot some. I was shooting some, and
Okay.
I don't even know what it was. It
Yeah.
shot, but it hit the king. It did
Mhm.
nothing. So it was a
Oh,
waste of
okay.
time. It wasn't
Yeah, right. Must have
worth
tried to
it.
create something.
So that's where my ascending master took over and took
Okay.
him out. So it's good.
Wow. Holy
So I'll tell
cow.
you another story now of someone go to a
Mhm.
different direction. I think I've told that one.
Yep.
On my birthday, I was 60. Yeah.
Yep. Decent.
Yeah, 60. So my children got me a paranormal night. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
At Tatton Park,
Uh-huh.
which is a very, very old. Have you heard of Tatton Park? Probably not.
No, I haven't heard of it.
So
No.
it's very old. So I thought, okay, and I thought, what's this going to be like? First thing they got was the Ouija boards out.
God.
Wow.
Okay.
Now, out of everyone there, I'm probably the one who can control that. I can close
Mhm.
portals. I can open. I can see everything. Funny enough, when I was using it, Ouija board was 3 times normal size. No beings were coming in. They were frightened to death of me. So I had to
Right.
say, look, I'm on an holiday. I'm not
Yeah.
going to send you to the light, and I'm not going to get my sword out. I'm not killing you.
Yeah.
And they started moving. Now after that, I went in a dark room. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
I've got to say this story for a reason. It's healing a person that's grounded, because
Okay.
this was a secret that's been
Yep.
around for a long, long time. So as I'm in this dark room in the oldest part of the building, a maid came through. I think
A
her name
what
was
came through?
a maid, the
Maid.
housemaid,
Yep.
in spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And what had happened? This is a bit horrible. It's not nice, but I've got to say, I saw the graphics. I'm just talking to you. I actually saw what happened.
Yep.
And what happened was she was. I think. I don't. I don't think she was getting raped. I think
Mm-hmm.
there was some sort of financial help with one of the owners. relations with her, so they were having
Okay.
sex basically and stuff like that.
Yep.
And
Yep.
she ended up getting pregnant with twins.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, when she got pregnant with twins, the head of the house took the twins, killed them with an axe, and fed them to the hounds. Now,
Jesus.
I was telling this story in the car to my children because I wouldn't tell them, and my
Yep.
son had a ghost app, and on the
Okay.
ghost app it pinged as soon as I finished, and it had
Did
the
it?
words
Yep.
"Believe him,
Believe him. There you
believe
go.
him." And the reason I'm sharing this is it was a secret, and it grounded her. She died soon after, and
Mm-hmm.
the more people that know about it, the more I can then get her to the light.
Okay.
If you understand it, it's an healing
Yep.
process for her. It might
Yep.
sound horrible, but these things
No, but she
happened.
gets heard.
Mm,
Yeah. She gets
yeah,
heard,
yeah.
basically. Yep.
So I wanted to sell that because I want her to be fixed.
No,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair for her, at
Okay.
least.
Do
So,
you want to see?
with,
Do you want to see? Do you want to do the picture of the demon?
yeah, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
So we've got some photographs. So you
Yeah.
explain what the first one is.
This is a person that said that their nephew was singing. He was singing the Chucky. Is it not Chucky song? The bloke who was in people's dreams. Do you remember the films?
No, I don't know which
Hello.
one we're talking.
He could do the song of the person who was in people's dreams. He was 7. Now, if you have a look at the,
Put that back up.
if you have a look at the middle there, there's a red demon with 2 eyes and a nose.
Yeah.
Behind it on the right is a minion. If you have a look, I've had to take the 2 lads out because I don't want them on the internet. Now you can see light coming out of the demon and that goes straight into the hands. Then on the left you can see an arm going round the light lad. Now the being that you can't see, which you will see now, is straight in the middle. There's a purple image with 2 eyes and a sucker. That is an ancient, very ancient demon that sucks energy. Right in the middle in purple, and then on the left there's all like soul trapped. Now the red demon we did get, the purple one we didn't. Now there's no connection to this picture to him because he doesn't want us to find him, so he's disconnected. Okay. So we're not feeding him with any energy or anything like that. So don't worry about that. In fact, the minion on the right has even got an oof as a feet. So God knows what that being is. But can you see if that one with 2? I'd love to show it, 2 eyes in there. So basically, this is one of the jobs. Can we help him? And we sorted him out. So we've helped him. So that's the picture.
And where was this? Where did this happen?
Where
did you see this?
I don't know where the picture was. I was just given that picture.
Oh, you were given it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not yours.
So what I did, I went into the picture and I located the red demon we killed. We didn't see the purple one, but obviously the purple one realised his mate's dead. I'll disconnect, so he disconnected. Yeah. Oh, okay. The next 6 pictures is how ships come here. How ships come into these. See
if I can get the first one. Hang on.
Oh, I can tell you about my wife then, can't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
About that.
No, that's not it.
Right.
That's not the first one.
No. You need to go right to the left. The ones with all the 2s on it.
Oh, these ones. We'll start here. Yep.
Right. That's a picture I was taking for the dragon that was at the bottom, a dragon cloud. Yep. But if you look north of the dragon cloud is a dot, a silver dot. Yep. So my son took 3 pictures of this while we were driving on the motorway. The next picture is a second one. That's all the 2. That's all the 2s. It must be the same one. The next one's all the 4s. So these are all pictures we were taking. So just go to the next one. right? Now they might look the same, but this one, all the fives, is an enlarged photograph of that dot. Yeah?
Yep.
Are you taking it?
And everyone should be able to see that. I'm trying to use my
No, no,
mouse and circle.
you're on the fours at the moment.
I'm on the fours. Oh, fives. There we go. Okay, now we
There's
can.
a
Yep.
now if you look at that, if you were starting a portal, that would be the start. It'd be like a circle going round. So that's the start of the portal. The 6 is the full image of the portal. There it is. And the 7th is the ship coming out of the portal. And there you go.
Couldn't get any clearer than that, could you? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, quite clever. We took 3 pictures all at the right time, and we weren't even taking pictures of that. That was just luck.
Wow. Oh, that
Not
just
sure.
came in.
Yeah, not sure what craft it is.
You don't know what it is? Who it was?
No,
Anything like
haven't
that?
got a clue. Nope, don't know. You're probably
Could be
spying on
anybody.
me. Yeah.
Probably.
So, I've got 2 stories there. I could go on to me wife who got took by aliens, or I could go on my dark night of the soul. They're both good as each other.
Are they? Maybe your Dark Night of the Soul. That'd be interesting. Go there
Dark Night of
first.
the Soul.
Hmm.
Dark Night of the Soul is. I was doing healing. I was doing fostering. I had 2 businesses. My wife just finished the hairdressing, so we were doing fostering, and we
Okay.
went to Barcelona.
Yep.
We not supposed to take the foster child because we wouldn't get paid, but we said no, she's part of the family. We'll take her
Yeah.
anyway. So we took her, and she had a bit of pain, or she was a teenager, so she had pain. So when wife got back, we said we would. She'll take her to the doctors and get her checked. And at the time,
Yep.
my wife had some shoulder pain on the right side, and she had a blood checked. And what we found out the following week that she had terminal 4 cancer.
Oh gosh. Okay. Yep.
She ended up having chemo. I told her I've got all the remedies. I know everything. But chemo is mustard gas, but it's your choice. I cannot choose for you. It's your choice. And she said, we'll do the healing and we'll do all that after the chemo.
Okay.
Trying to heal someone with chemo is a lot worse than trying to heal someone with cancer.
A lot harder.
In my book.
Yeah.
So 3 days after, she had a bowel burst.
Jesus.
They told me this is after the chemo, and they said it's not linked to the chemo. I mean, yeah, it's coincidence, isn't it? Coincidence. So he said, did your kids want to say goodbye to her because she's got a small chance of surviving if she had the operation? And I said no.
Yep.
So I went in, hooded up with my staff, my wand and my crystal ball.
Sticky.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I wasn't supposed to do that, but the nurses said, yeah, you can stay, as soon as they saw what I looked like.
Yeah.
Her heartbeat was 180, 190, and she was having an operation the next day. Now, after 7 hours of pure healing, I got it down to 105.
Yep.
Which means that she should be able to survive now, because
exactly.
she'd have an heart attack at 180. My daughter saw me that day, and she said I looked like I was 80. Ancient. I took all my energy went into keeping her alive. Now this is the start. Up to then, I knew who I was, but all of a sudden that completely ended. Now I have a feeling this is the Dark Controllers making sure I would, and it was like getting stabbed in the back by him because I was in a good place. I was only healing. They thought, let's really lower him properly. We might be able to get him to work for us or something. So, so my wife started having chemo. She survived the operation, which amazed them. And I had to look after Fate Mum. She was in a wheelchair. It was quite hard. I thought I could have reversed it.
Right.
Like my mum died of cancer. I thought I could reverse that. The only two people I can't reverse are too close for me. But
Yeah.
it's funny. My children said at the time, "Will she survive the operation?" And I checked with Spirit, and I was given the date she was going to die, 21st of August.
Mhm.
But I forgot
I
about
believe you.
that. I actually forgot
Okay.
about that. But I said,
Yeah.
"No, she'll survive she'll survive." And then
Yeah.
21st of August came. We were in Devon on holiday. She died there, so we had the funeral a month later.
Yeah.
Against a lot of family wishes, but I said no. She wanted to be
Yeah.
there. We'll have the funeral there. We had the
Yeah.
funeral there, and I started going downhill.
Yeah. You would have.
Uh, I started gambling a lot.
Yeah.
I had an addiction,
Yeah.
and I at my worst, this is about 6, 7 years later. At my
Mhm.
worst, I remote viewed the 4 dark controllers laughing at me. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd have been hard. Yep. That's
And
fucked.
the anger that came from me was pure soul anger. Nothing to
Yeah.
do with brain anger. It was soul
Mhm.
anger. It was very, very powerful. A year later, strangely enough, a medium contacted me and said,
Mhm.
I've got a message from a being that's stuck in your timeline, or some beings. Can you release them? And what I'd done is
Mhm.
my soul anger trapped him on my timeline, trapped him with me.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
And I had to ask David on a separate, on an event that never got videoed or anything. Look, we need to
Yep.
get these. They want releasing. I don't want to release them because they're the
Mhm.
ones that try to destroy me, basically. I want to
Exactly.
send them to source. So
Mhm.
we actually sent them to source. So I've got to thank that medium. I didn't even know who it
Yeah.
was. She just
Yeah.
messaged me out of the blue.
Did
I've got a
she?
message.
Wow.
I've got a message that you've got some beings trapped in your
Yep.
timeline. And then I realised it was a bit like Superman in that square thing. That the
Mhm.
anger, the soul anger, was that powerful. Soul anger is more powerful than love. It is
Absolutely.
pure soul. It is raw,
It is
and
raw.
it
It's the
took
power
them.
of the universe.
Yeah.
Me
You to
my
the
husband know
and
it well
yeah,
after what we've gone through. Yeah.
yeah.
Trust me. Yeah.
So up to then, so I thought I knew who he was before my wife had cancer.
Yep.
When she had cancer, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know my journey. I didn't know where I was going. I was
No, fair
stuck.
enough. Yeah, you would
Yeah.
have been.
I started
Yep.
gambling, so I was getting worse. I was lowering, and my lowest point, and this is the dark night of the soul. This is what happens. The lowest
Does.
point, all of a sudden, changed me. I started changing into who I am now. Now,
Yep.
at the time, I met a friend who I think you know, don't you? Who she asked Michael. She wanted to know the most powerful being on the planet. She met me.
Yep.
Michael chose me, and I'd only met her for that 2 months, and then I had this dream. I was in the sky, and I met Source, and the clouds
Wow.
went all red, and
Wow.
the Source spoke to me that why we're in a spider's web on the Earth, and
Mhm.
we are to awaken all the beings on the planet. We are
Yep.
to rescue the Earth, and that
Yep.
triggered me into that upgraded to my thing. Up to then, up to all my life, I was spiritual. I connected. I got remote viewing. I've got everything that you could ever think. But all of a sudden, I was like a sleeper where I got into gear, and I know
Yep.
the time is now.
The
So
time is
that's when
now.
I started doing healing events with Deb and a
Yeah.
few
Oh,
with
okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Yep.
Nilesh, Deb,
Yep.
and Rick, and
Yep.
David Starr. But it's funny, this person who connected has connected me with David, connected me with
Oh,
Nilesh,
okay. Yep.
connected me with.
Yep.
She's a seer. A seer. She shows me the way, basically.
Wow. Okay.
So,
Yeah,
and
that got me a bit emotional. I know that pain that you're talking about, that when you got to your lowest point. Like,
yeah,
I went through that caring for my husband, and he's been through it. It's
mm.
not a place is full of faint-hearted. So,
Well,
did you lose faith in everything at that point, or
no,
did you
no.
find yourself holding
I
on?
know. I actually know where Source is. I travelled all the way to Source, told him
Yep.
there's a seer entity, and came
Yep.
back again. So-
Fair enough. Yeah. Wow.
That's me.
Yep. Yep. So
But I
definitely.
understand. I understand that at the end of the day, I'm here on a mission. This family
Yeah.
bit and all that, romance, all that, making money, all that. It's nothing to do with my mission. My mission
No, not at all.
is to save Earth, basically.
Correct.
Just
Correct.
to help save Earth. There's a lot of beings here. We're in a spider's web on Earth. We're here to sort it out, and
Exactly.
it's been great. It's like during COVID, it was great because I was doing these healing events. I got connected more. And it's funny,
Yeah.
the more the dark tries and gets me, the more I win. Now, you've seen me frequency videos. I'll
Yep.
tell you how
Yep.
that started. That started because they attacked one of my machines that cost me £2,000.
Yeah. I
And I
remember you
was
saying
that
that.
annoyed. And I started working out frequencies like what gets rid of the reptilians. Reptilians, great. And if there's certain frequency, get rid of them. So I had 4 frequencies, and the machine started working a bit again, but they'd already attacked it enough. And I thought I'll join them together. And then
Yep.
we started church bells. Add church bells in. Then we started different frequencies. In the end, we had 1,300 frequencies on that thing.
Oh, there's
And
1,300 in that. Yeah, I've played it.
f-
I've played it. So I've heard it. Yeah.
the recent one where you got me in a circle, and there's a
Yeah, I like that one.
tune being spelt. If
Mhm.
you listen to the background, we've
I
added the
can hear you.
1,300. We've added the 1,300 frequencies in because
Oh, okay. I'll have a look.
we can't put it on Stupefy because it's not a song as
No.
such. So we're
Oh,
using
okay.
it as using it as background.
Yeah, right.
A
Okay.
sneaky way
Wow.
of putting it in on
Yeah.
background
Yeah.
music. So that
That's right.
one not only has got me light language, and it's got
Yep.
tunes that have got codes in them, it's also got the
Mhm.
1,300 frequencies in the background. Deliberately done.
Okay. Yeah. That was
Yeah.
one of my favourites. That was the last one you did.
Yeah.
The most recent. Yeah, I really liked
If you listen to the beginning and end of some of the songs,
Yep.
you sometimes just hear that frequency's a bit loud.
I'll have to go and listen,
Yeah.
lissy poo, and see if I can hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that last one
So
was really good.
they attack my machine. They end up getting one of the worst weapons that
Yeah.
humanity's
Sound
ever had. That is one of the worst ones. I played that in A&E, in an hospital while I was waiting for my son.
Yeah,
I could
you
see
saying that.
demons running from it, and I was thinking, yes, it's
Yeah, that is.
working.
Yeah,
Yeah, it works.
exactly.
Everyone else thinks I'm an idiot because I had it loud, but that's fine. Yeah.
Well, gives them something to
So,
do. Yeah. Wow,
mm,
that's a hell of a journey there, brother. Like, oh my God, holy cow.
a lot of
But
songs there. So yeah, that was my Dark Night of the Soul, and it
okay.
was about 15 years long, and you actually start thinking, what, I've done everything good in my life. I've never been done anything bad,
Yeah, I know. I've
and
said that too. Why?
yeah,
Yeah. Why?
and, yeah,
It's to be honest, when my husband and I went through our stuff, we weren't similar. I cared for him because he had a near death. Then I got cancer. I didn't finish treatment. I think he said I did 2, but I don't remember 1. But then one was pretty bad. It put me in hospital, and I healed myself. I just I just refused. I refused to allow that in. So that's the concept in my mind. I'm just
yeah.
strong
I,
on
I I
healing.
I always think cancer is like a spot. It's
Yeah,
badness. You
yeah,
start messing with it, it spreads.
yeah. It can if
It's
you're not don't know what you're doing.
it's
Mm.
probably healing the body, but then we
Yeah,
start
depending
messing
on
with
what it
it.
is though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
if
start
we mess
messing.
with it. Yeah, 'cause it is it's viral for a lot of things, and then the
Mm.
energy behind it. Mine was through for caring for Robbie that I just ran out of energy. 'Cause like you, I
I
gave everything I had to him to keep him going.
I tell you how it works. I
Yep,
believe, because we're
yep,
on YouTube. This is how I believe.
that's
Some
right.
people believe that parasitic creates it.
Mhm.
So why some people get it and some doesn't? Your
That's right.
energy has changed.
Yes, your energy.
Your
That's exactly right.
ecosystem's changed.
Mhm.
Parasites in the body think they're being attacked.
Yep,
That
that's right.
is the result of it. So
That's right.
because you were losing energy, your
I
ecosystem
was.
inside was changing,
Yep,
and
yep,
I believe that's what happens. Yeah,
yeah. It's
but
probably similar what
I
you
am
do, similar with Dark Night.
I'm not a doctor.
No,
Well,
we're not a doctor. We don't proceed to say that we're medical
mm,
people. but we're just talking about an experience. So
Yeah,
it's an
yeah,
experience. It's the truth. It's what we went through. It's what
yeah.
I went through. It's what I saw my husband go through. And
Mm,
that changes you. You're never the same again after when you go through things like you've gone through and I've
mm.
gone through. Changes your whole aspect of who you are deep down.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
a different. I'm not the same person I was
mm,
before my
no,
wife
me
had
neither.
that. Completely
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, the
definitely.
thing is, you live it and feel it. Like I told you recently, I feel
Mm,
everything. So I don't get the pleasure of not experiencing something. So I'm not the sort of
mm,
person, I don't even really do meditation and things like that because for me, I have to be in control of I'm sovereign. So I've got to be in control of my energy, where I go with it, even what I learn and things like that, because there's a lot of things I don't really need. So I can't
mm,
overload myself with stuff that doesn't belong to me, if that makes sense. But I remember when I went through it with my husband, is that I remember everything I felt, his sorrow, his suffering, his confusion, because I reckon he flicked a walk in when he had his near death experience, because he doesn't remember anything from his NDE at all. We saw one
ah,
little aspect. I was massaging, this is years ago, 20 years ago. I was massaging, doing the healing on him. He said, "Can you put your head on my head?" He was so exhausted. I said, "Yep, I can do that." And next minute, bing, he had a really brief memory. And that was it. But he doesn't know anything else. We don't know anything about his leaving. So I should go and see someone one day and find out, but we haven't
mm,
bothered. So, but I remember how that changed us, how strong we
mm,
became, actually, how we were able to tolerate a lot more than we used to on every
mm.
level. So even though it was a difficult 20 years, it's been worth it because
Yeah.
now I'm who I am. Now I'm on
Mm.
mission. Now there's nothing. I don't
You,
fear a lot, and
you're on the mission that you were made to do. That's what it is. Yeah.
absolutely made to do.
Whe-
That's right.
When I go in implants and I see meet aliens and I meet demons and I kill them,
Yeah.
they made me.
Mhm.
That's what they've got to remember. They made me who I am
That's
to kill
right.
them.
That's
So
exactly right. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Mm,
All right. Well, we're nearly out of time, so usually what I get people to do is I get them to offer something. So you can do a healing, you can do your language, you can do maybe some informational message for the collective. You can choose whatever you want, and this is
mm,
my way of bringing you forward, and then people get to see truly who you are and what you're capable of. Because we've
okay.
talked about a lot of things, and that's a lot of words, but people don't know the power within you, and
Mm.
this is a chance for them to truly feel it. So you can do whatever you
Well,
want.
what I'll do is I'll do the sound bowls and sacred space, and I'll send everyone
Nice.
uh very high energies.
Okay.
Yeah,
So get
including
everyone to
yourself.
take
Why
it.
not?
That'll be great. Yeah, I'm
What?
always open. I'm like a sponge. I'll take it all.
So, so can you hear it? By the way,
Yes.
yeah. Do you know YouTube's changed? You can't hear me tune now. I don't know what they've
Oh,
done
true.
to it.
Oh, no idea. Drop
I'll
my
have to
things.
check. Yeah, so.
Check your settings. Yeah.
You ready?
Ready. Bring it on. Hang on. I'll brace myself. Put my feet on the ground. Here we go. Right.
Okay. I'll carry on. Anyone watching this, try and do breath work where you're breathing deep in, hold it, and then breathe out while I'm doing this. I'm sure someone's got a bad back.
Probably my husband.
Don't know what moved on there. Something's been moving in the studio.
Yeah, I saw something moving in front of me.
Should we come back then? Unless we got more time.
No, keep going.
Keep going.
Like I'll take it all. I'm just like, keep going. It's kind of nice.
Okay, let's choose. Right, this one is third eye awakening codes. To anyone who needs to awaken up more. If you have a vibration where your third eye would be, that's working. The next one, it's like wine tasting this. We'll do Andromeda energy. This is very prickly. The next one, this is void energy. This is the energy before the creation of this universe. So it's like spiritual particles that fill in problems that, like injuries. So, and I'll do one more after this.
Okay.
And the last one, this is bliss energy from the celestials, mixed with a bit of the emerald order energies, the beings, the emerald flame. And that's it.
Working hard, going strong.
Yeah. By the way,
Lovely.
the beings that were stuck in my timeline look like the 4 beings in Star Wars that was behind the Emperor when they were killing the Reiki. It looked exactly the same.
Big tall ones. The big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that were behind the Emperor when they were killing in the stadium when they were killing the Jedi.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie. I'll have to go and Google it and have another look.
Yeah.
They just said that too. I just saw a light body completely open. So I don't want else to experience. Anyone let us know what they experienced. But it also, I definitely saw dragons, but they said this is a wake up timeline. So this is almost like creating a bit of the shift. So
Well,
maybe
this
tomorrow's
this no.
27th is actually to do with that.
Well, the woman who was healing me said she's never seen that many white light codes going into someone.
Yeah,
They were
awesome.
amazing, light and golden and light as well.
Yep.
Loads of them, and they all had geometric shapes to geometric codes to them and stuff like that.
Yeah, I see
So.
things like that, like geometric mathematics. I saw mathematic numbers when you first started. I was like, numbers. You worked with numbers, okay.
Have you ever seen like a pot and it's all got geometric shapes around it? What created it?
Not in a pot, but no. But I've seen them all in my bedroom, in my room. It's usually where I see stuff at night time. That's during the day, but when I first go to sleep, they'll come in then. So yeah, pretty cool. It's been a very long time since I watched Star Wars. Me too. It's been a while. One of my faves.
Well, Star Wars is the Orion Wars. Same thing. And I've been to planets now, and I've seen them big, them 4-figure things that going up at about 30 foot. I've seen them. I've fought them.
Okay.
They're still around. So
that's another story.
Yeah.
That's another podcast. All right. Well, thank you, brother. That was incredible. You went deep, which is what I wanted you to do. I was like, please don't fluff it up for us. We want to know things like it's time to hear things like that. You know what I mean?
I'll send you that picture of the
yes.
Of the dragons. Yeah.
Yes, please.
So,
yes, I'd like to see that.
The controller's messed up because that's why there's all white skies to stop the balloons and these dragons that were there.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, I'd like to see that. All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, this lady, I want to read this out because the lady said something. That was the first time I was thrown back on my couch and my back arched, my hand palms facing front as in Kundalini. So I said it's an awakening energy. So welcome to the shift. No, I'm kidding. He's probably over the shift today.
Well, that's it. The more people awaken, the better the earth rises. So
that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Alrighty. So thank you everybody for coming. Keep an eye out. There'll be many more podcasts and many guests coming in the future. I've got a lot happening next year too, which I'm looking forward to. Waiting for someone to get back me on that. That one will be a big one. That'll be very interesting. So
I could be on Rob's show soon.
Are you? Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
What's it called? What's his show called? Skeptic.
Yeah, Skeptic Podcast or something like that.
Something I think like that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And I've got a website being processed, and you can still go. It can be go on, and that's gatewaytolight.com.
Gatewaytolight.com.
And that is new. That's brand new.
It is new.
But it's still being built, so but you can still go on it. So
you can still have a look. Alrighty. And if they want to come and see you privately, they'd like to come and see you, where can they contact you?
They can. If you go on gateway with the number 2light.com, it shows you the details on contact list.
Okay.
You can send an email from the gateway from there, or Facebook or YouTube, I suppose. Just leave a message. Yeah.
All right. Or maybe can you send me the link or something, and I'll post it onto my page so that when they watch this, those that watch the replay have got the information. They can have access to that. That'll be great. Do that one.
Okay.
All right. Yep. All right. Thank you, everyone, and we will see you soon. Bye now.